You can't be afraid of anything in life outside of yourself, because all fear and all sensations and all feelings and all emotions can only be experienced within you, as I'm sure you would agree, right? So you step out into the world and start taking action and start creating your dream life, and things get too uncomfortable, and so you retreat back to safety, as we all do. I do. But what is it that you're really afraid of? It can't be anything outside of you. The discomfort that you experience is felt inside of you. So really it's you that you're running from. You're running from you. You can't be afraid of anything outside of you. Yeah, you're afraid of this happening, and you're afraid of that happening, you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of what they might think. But in truth, let's look at it how it really is. You're afraid of the sensations that you experience in your body when things don't go your way. And so you're running from sensation. Let's simplify it. You're running from sensation. You're only afraid of yourself. I think Eleanor Roosevelt, the president's first lady many years ago, said, "There is no fear but fear of oneself." That's not quite correct, but it's good enough. There's no such thing of fear other than the fear of oneself, because it's your fear that gets you're running from your fear. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not running from anyone or anything. You're running from you. I'm running from me. Everyone's doing it. So let's not overcomplicate things. Let's simplify it. You're afraid of you. You're afraid of sensation. So where did this fear come from? Why is it you're afraid of feeling sensation? That's an ill society. You've learned that you can't handle your sensations, and so now you can't create the life you want because you don't want to feel the sensations that come up in you. You used to. When you were born, you felt everything. There was a time when you felt every single sensation that came through you. You felt the fear, the intense fear. You felt the intense anger. You felt the joy. You felt the shame, the guilt, sadness, all of it. It was all emotional sensation, and you didn't run from any of it. You let it pass through you and you expressed it, and then you just carried on with life. And that's health. That's how we remain healthy. We remain healthy by allowing all emotional sensation to pass through us, so it gets released, and then we crack on with life. That's it. You think if you adopted that behavior now, you could get, at the end of this video, or even now, you could turn this video off, you could step out, you could face all of the things that you're running from, you could face all of your fears, and when it got uncomfortable, you just felt the sensation in your body, rather than it stopping you and making you crease over and going up into your head and disassociating and cutting yourself off from how you feel. Instead, you just relaxed and breathed into it, and then you still stepped out. And anyway, you stepped out your comfort zone, you stepped towards your fear. Literally, in order for you to create your dream life, you have to be able to step into your fear, and when the fear comes up, which is sensation, it's all sensation, you let yourself feel that. You relax into it, you breathe through the sensation, and then you keep going. That's it. You don't need to project your fears and discomforts into the world and to the people around you. It's got nothing to do with the world around you. In order for you to truly create your dream life, you must take responsibility. In order for you to take responsibility, you've got to see that you're doing this to yourself. You're not running from anything outside of you, you're running from you. What a great thing to be able to manifest is the courage to face all internal sensations, just like you did when you were younger. Because in that is where true courage is created. Courage isn't the absence of fear. If you do something that doesn't scare you, where's the courage in that? There's no courage in crossing the road. You do it without problem. Now, someone who's afraid to cross the road, but they do it anyway, that takes courage. So stop waiting for the fear to disappear in order for you to do it, because that's not going to build your character. That's not going to build the ability to do difficult things. It's not going to build the ability to embody your courage. It's not how it's done. You got to do it with the fear. And it's not about running from the fear, it's learning that the fear doesn't have a hold of you. The fear isn't the thing that's making you run away from it, retreating back to procrastination and avoidance. The only thing that you're afraid of is feeling the fear. It's feeling the sensations of fear, or any of the other emotions that come up when you go towards your goals. That's all it is. It's just sensation. Now, we experience sensation, and this is really important. We experience sensation in varying degrees of intensity. For some people, the intensity of anger is too much. They avoid anger at all costs. For some people, they're very comfortable with anger. So it's low down on the intensity scale for them in terms of what they can handle. But for some people, they can't handle anger. So it's high on the intensity scale of sensation. Hopefully that makes sense. That's because some people learn that they can handle anger. Some people learn that they can't handle anger. Now, for someone who can handle anger, it's quite possible that they can't handle sadness. They literally can't handle being sad, so they suppress being sad. They can never feel the sensation of sadness. But for other people, they can feel sadness without any problem at all. Because some people learn that sadness is okay, and some people learn that sadness isn't okay. Can you see how different emotions create different varying degrees of sensation, of different intensity? But it's not even the emotion that's creating the varying degrees of sensation. It's our mind and our thoughts about the different emotions. So we're not even running from emotions, we're running from our thoughts about the emotion. It's our thoughts about the emotion that are creating the different sensations of varying degrees that we're running from. That's it. You're running from sensation, you're running from you. You can only be afraid of you. How do you fix it? Well, it is as easy as just saying, fuck it, I'm just going to feel all sensation. But we've got an unconscious mind that has been fed a whole bunch of stories from the moment we were born. Well, not the moment we were born, but almost. And our unconscious has been fed that we have to avoid feeling sensation in order for us to stay safe. So we have to work with our unconscious that is going to stop us from feeling the sensation. And the best way to do it is to show it that it's safe. We have to show our unconscious mind that feeling emotional sensation isn't going to put us in danger. And we do that by stepping out of our comfort zone into perceived danger, what our unconscious thinks is dangerous, and communicating to it that it's safe by having a relaxed nervous system. So everything within your comfort zone is within your nervous system's ability to stay regulated. And as soon as you step out of your comfort zone, your nervous system goes into dysregulation, and it reaffirms to your unconscious mind that it's unsafe because you're in dysregulation, right? So your unconscious is like, yeah, that's good, that's how it should be. You should be in a state of fear right now. But if you're not in any danger and that fear and discomfort is stopping you from going after what you want in life, you need to communicate to the unconscious that you actually are safe. And you do that by doing the opposite. It's by learning to control the fear response. It's by learning to bring regulation to your nervous system so you go from dysregulation to regulation, right? Whatever you're afraid of doing, you're literally just afraid of the sensations that come up because of the your body going into a state of stress. You could say you're just running from stress. That's all it is. You're running from stress that comes up. And your unconscious is going to continue to send out stress around the things that you want to do until you can communicate to it that it's safe. I had to communicate to my unconscious mind that it's safe putting myself out on YouTube, recording myself, getting exposure in the way that I'm getting. Because until it saw that that's safe, it kept sending out adrenaline, cortisol, and it put me up into my head that restricted my flow. It prevented me from recording these videos. Now my unconscious mind sees it as safe. Sometimes it doesn't, and then it's hard to get into flow, but mostly it is, and now I can just get into flow states and let myself say what I want on video. That's now a new reality that's opened up for me. Fantastic. I've manifested it. Great. What's next? There's a lot that I'm still afraid of that I'm going to work on allowing my nervous system and unconscious mind to see as safe in order for me to expand my comfort zone and start being able to do more of the things that I've been afraid of for so long. And this is how you do it. You step out your comfort zone, the fear and sensation comes up, you let yourself feel it, and you bring your regulation back down. You start to breathe down into the belly, down into your lower body, because it's the short, rapid breaths that is communicating to your unconscious mind that you are unsafe. But when you can breathe deeply into moments of discomfort and stress, your unconscious will start seeing that it's safe. You can do it through connecting with your body as well. So when you connect with your feet and your legs and you ignite the sensations in the lower part of your body, you're communicating to your unconscious mind that you're safe. Now, the next time you step into that fear, your unconscious mind might still see it as unsafe, but to a lesser degree. So there'll be less cortisol, less adrenaline, less fear. And now it's going to be even easier for you to step towards it. And the more you're able to see sensation and fear as a tool to start getting what you want and stepping out into the world and creating your dream life, the more you're going to want to step towards it. And then you're going to get more courage. And then you'll just be like, shit, I'm just afraid of sensation in my body, but in reality I'm not actually, I'm afraid of it, but I can handle it. I'm afraid of something that I can handle. I mean, sometimes when you truly see it, you're like, oh fuck, it can tap you into a lot of power. A lot of power. The power that comes from knowing that you can handle everything. It means that you can do anything. That's a powerful state. We weren't taught to be powerful as kids. We have a lot of fear around power. And that power is going to create more sensation in you that you're going to run from. So maybe we're just running from the sensation of power. Well, we are. I experienced it. I experienced it about 1.5 years ago when I don't know how I did it. I let go of all my fear in this moment, and I was free to do and say what I want. And this terror came up in me. This terror that everyone I knew, my close friends and family, wouldn't know who I am, and they would reject me. Because I'd become this person that wasn't afraid of what they thought, so I could say and do whatever I wanted. It's a terrifying place to be, trust me. Because when it's literally our fear of other people that's keeping us small, and even in our bodies. If you weren't afraid of anyone, if you weren't afraid of the sensations in your body that come up when you think people are disapproving of you or don't like you or rejecting of you, you would literally become enlightened. I mean, it's the only thing stopping us from enlightenment. You're not afraid of anything other than sensation. So fucking go out and do it. Do the thing. Go say hi to that girl. Go Do whatever you want. Create the money. Create your dream life. It's all available to you. Just feel the sensations and do it anyway. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video and subscribe.